that message to can read your message. However, there is a small problem. When they were trying to put this kind of system on top of the web, this all happened very quickly in the 90s. Netscape was taking off. All of a sudden, the world discovered e-commerce. There was money being made. They needed a system really quickly. And Netscape and this company called Verizon set forward this system called it was called TLS, Transport Layer Security, or at the time, Secure Sockets Layer. And this means when you see an HTTPS, that means that information is being sent in an encrypted manner. Okay, which means it's basically safe. So you need to make sure, as a practical, forward-looking activist, that if you're ever using the internet, you do kind of want to look. If anything you're doing might be sensitive, you might not want someone else to read it, including whoever's next to you in the Wi-Fi cafe. And if you want to read someone's email, you can download this program called Wireshark. I don't know if anyone here has used it, but it's not hard. It's great fun if you ever get bored. See what people are doing. It's usually more boring than you really care, but it's all all this stuff's very easy to do. In fact, there's a little plugin called Firesheep. I don't know if people have seen it. It's very nice. It allows you to hijack other people's Facebook and Twitter accounts. They don't have encryption turned. So you can just sit in a room and you can hijack everyone's account because Facebook and Twitter were originally sending all of your information unencrypted across the internet. And this all sounds like, maybe it's not that bad, but you have to realize I was in North Africa in January, and in Tunisia there was the government had a very sophisticated thing they would do. They would look at all of the internet traffic coming through Tunisia, and they would say, okay, how much of this traffic is coming to Gmail? How much of this traffic is coming to Facebook? And then they would, if it wasn't properly secured, and it was very hard to secure when the government's trying to figure out how to insecure it, they would intercept all these messages. And they would use that information. We have evidence that they've used this information, both in Tunisia and places like Sahara, to basically find and prosecute, and even in Western Sahara, definitely execute activists. So you have to be very careful with these things. I know they seem silly, but they're important to get right, particularly if things ever escalate.